Hey girl, so today I want to teach you how to talk up your team. This is one of my biggest tricks, and it has helped me so much with recruiting and building my team, which is called Team Chic, into what it is today. We're in the top 100 teams, and it's such an amazing community, but it wasn't always that way. So I want to teach you how to do this. And basically, what you're going to be doing is glamorizing your team. So whether you have a team of one coach or 100, you are going to use this system. It's how you will fake it till you make it, because eventually, if you use this system, you are going to have an amazing team. But first, you've got to talk about how amazing your team is. So, because the whole point is to want to get people to join the Cool Kids Club. You want them to want to be part of your community. And so how can they want that if you never talk about it? So I'm going to teach you 3 steps on how to talk up your team. The first is to come up with a team name. Now, a lot of people get stuck on this part, and don't let this stop you, okay? You need to just start sloppy and choose a team name, and it might change, it might evolve, but start somewhere and come up with a team name. Now, one way to do this is to involve your audience. Like, ask your Instagram friends, ask your Facebook friends, and say, hey, I'm trying to come up with a team name. Here's a couple ideas I have. What's your vote? Then that way it's kind of fun because you can get them involved. And again, you're talking up your team or your future team. And then once you come up with a team name, then you can share what you decided to use. And then step 2 is to come up with a team hashtag. Now, the key is to make sure that no one else is currently using this hashtag. So my team name is Team Chic, but I noticed that someone else was using Team Chic as a hashtag. So I didn't want that to be our hashtag because I wanted only my posts in there or posts by some of my coaches. So what I did was I searched and I noticed that no one was using the hashtag Team Chic Fit. And so that's the one that, I presented that idea to my team. What hashtag should we use? Here's a couple ideas. And we all decided that we liked the hashtag Team Chic Fit. So that's the one that I started using about a year and a half ago. And now there's over 300 posts in there. And that shows me, and also, the great thing about having a hashtag is it shows you how often you're talking about your team. And when you're talking about your team, that means you're talking about coaching. And that's something that needs to become a habit with your posts. So what I did was I started using the Team Chic Fit hashtag very, very often. I tried to talk about my team at least once or twice a week. And you can even have your coaches use that hashtag too. So if you have an entire community using this hashtag, whenever people see you post about it and talk about it, they're going to look in that hashtag and see all these posts by these amazing coaches and want to be part of that community. They're going to see this community and see different people in it and see that this is legit. So that's one of the reasons why you need to have a hashtag and use it often. So that's step 3, is to talk up your team. Talk about your team all the time. And like I said, I don't care if you have 1 coach or 100, you are going to fake it till you make it. You're going to glamorize that one coach that you have. You are going to talk up your team as if they are this amazing, huge community, because it will eventually happen, you guys. I can guarantee it. So here's some ideas on how to talk up your team, especially if you're new coach and you don't have a ton of coaches on your team. So one way is to, first of all, take every opportunity to talk it up. And you almost have to be creative and think ahead. Think of some ways that you can talk up your team. So for example, events are huge. That's why it's so important that you go to every single event you could possibly think of. Going to the Super Saturdays, like that to me is a must. That is something that I never miss unless I have like a major family obligation. So going to Super Saturdays and bring your team with you, bring as many of your team as you can, or even your friends. If you don't have local team members, or if you don't have that big of a team, bring some friends along. But anytime I have a team member, I will use that hashtag. Anytime I post a picture of me with a team member, I'll use that hashtag. So, Super Saturdays, obviously Summit, going to Coach Summit, you're going to be posting all the time about your team during that week, and even leading up to it. Make sure that you talk about events leading up to them too, and you can use that hashtag there. Also, just get-togethers that you have with your team, whether it's one coach or 10. Like, I try to have a monthly local get-together with my team because, number one, I love to just see them in person and connect with them that way. But it's also a great marketing opportunity. So, we'll get together and have breakfast, or we've gotten together and gone on hikes. Just different things that you can do to connect with your team. And then, of course, you got to post about it. Obviously, when I first started, I didn't have any local coaches. They were all just like across the US and Canada. So you could also do screenshots of like your team meetings that you do via Zoom or via Google, chat or whatever. Do screenshots of live webinars that you're doing with your team. And then recognition, that's huge, you guys. Showing people that not only you're doing, not only are you succeeding with your business, and P.S., succeeding does not always mean making money. It could be like losing weight. It could be just being happier because of personal development. Success is not always income related. So keep that in mind. But you should be recognizing your coaches and showing that they're having success too. Because if you're showing that, then people are going to want to join your team because they're seeing that you have a good track record, that you are helping your coaches be successful. And if they join your team, they're going to be successful. So I like to do Follow Friday, and I will pick someone on my team who has rank advanced or who is just doing awesome, who's done something amazing with their business. Like, I had a coach recently, she wasn't even my coach, she was my coach's coach, who was able to quit her job. So I talked about her. Anytime someone gets Emerald, I shout them out. You can post about, you can recognize them for anything. It can be small gains, like, they made their first 3-figure paycheck. So just be creative, you guys. Think of any way that you can talk up your team. And I know for a fact that this works because I recently had a coach sign up and join my team, and he said it was because he noticed that I kept talking about my team and all, and how they were losing weight and, doing well in their businesses. And so that's why he chose my team versus a couple other Beachbody coaches that had presented the opportunity to him. So other things that you can do, you guys, are also recognizing them for weight loss. That's huge. People want to join Beachbody, become a coach for the fitness accountability. So talking about your coach's transformations as well as your clients, and just really, make it kind of like, make your posts be kind of like a journal where you share like, oh, hey, I just got some new coaches going on the new coach training. Just any time that you're interacting with your coaches, you can post about it using your hashtag. Make sure you use your hashtag every time you talk up your team, and that way you can look back and see how often you've been doing it, and you can look back and get ideas on stuff you've done in the past. So this is powerful, you guys. Another idea is to talk about prizes that you give out to your team. I love to spoil my clients, so I send them prizes. They don't have to be expensive. Sometimes I'll spend, $5 on a prize for my coaches. But when I do send them prizes, I make sure to take pictures of those prizes, or I'll take pictures of me sending them, like me packaging the prizes, or me at the post office, or whatever it is. Those are marketing opportunities to show that you spoil your coaches and to show that your coaches are doing well enough to earn a prize. So it's just so important that you take every opportunity to talk up your team, because you guys, if you're using your hashtag enough, I promise you, and you're branding your team, that's really what this is about. You've got to brand your team. Not only brand yourself, but brand your team. Because when you are branding your team, then people are going to start asking you about it. I've had lots of people, ask me in person, so what is this Team Chic Fit thing you're doing? And they were quoting the exact hashtag that I use. And so I'm able to talk to them about my team because I talk, because they hear about it all the time. So make sure that you are talking up your team, because people are going to want to join you if you have this amazing community. And I promise that you will have an amazing community if you do this. So those are my tips for you guys. I want you to try them. I know they're going to work, and I'm excited for you guys to do this. So thanks for watching. Bye.